Evo 8, got 271 horsepower. It's all-wheel drive and it's turbocharged. We've got all the basic ingredients, but we're going to make it even better. So address the three major areas: speed, style, and sound.
So what kind of bling bling are you going to give me?
Do turbocharger, nitrous, custom paint. We'll do full audio video system, completely trick it out from front to back. We're going to go crazy.
Well, let's go do it.
Let's get it on.
What kind of stuff are we going to hook up in this car? Are you going to paint it? I mean, it's perfectly brand new. You don't like this color? Can you put a love seat in here?
For you, Daleen, anything. For the way that you're sitting in the car, I'm thinking more like a swing set. We're doing a base coat of solar gold metallic. We actually have to start with a different color because they're probably going to have 200 to 300 hours in the car. Now comes the hard part, putting it all back together. We've got the guts pretty much ripped out of this thing. I mean, there's stuff all over the floor. Wheels and tires are off the car. Well, we're starting to get into the mechanicals, and the car comes pretty zoomy from the factory. It's about 271 horsepower. But we want to do it a little better. So the big intercooler, the big turbo, the racing suspension on the car. We got to get a bunch of electronics to make it all work.
This cute little yellow thing, what is it?
Cute. We don't say cute when we look at car parts. We covered this. It's a racing suction pipe kit that brings cool, fresh air into the engine.
What is this little device, shiny thing?
This is a sequential blow-off valve. You know what it does?
No.
You want to know what it does?
Yeah.
Okay. When you step on the gas and you're driving down the road and then you let off the gas, the turbo has made some boost. It's pressurized air. It's got to go somewhere. It's like a flatulator. Look at some of the components we use. This is the stainless exhaust manifold.
Okay.
And it bolts to the back side of the engine, and the turbocharger will actually sit on top of this little metal, this flat piece right here. It's kind of a cool piece for car people. You see the wells, they look all nice little seams.
Well, how much is something like this?
Just this piece alone is about $1,800. The turbocharger, the big looking hairdryer thing, see how it's got the propeller inside of it? This is the GT3037S, big 4-inch inlet. And again, the more airflow you get in a motor, because it's a giant air pump, the faster it's going to go. And this will allow us to basically double the horsepower of the car. And of course, big turbos equal big horsepower. These things are about $2,500 just for this piece right here. Yeah. We got the shock absorbers, not just regular shocks, like a racing suspension. And then we've got the wastegate, which basically controls how much exhaust is being used to drive the turbocharger. And it's an important safety item. You have to have it, otherwise you could overpressurize the engine or even conceivably kill the turbocharger. So these pieces are about $700, but they're very, very important.
So you need that.
You absolutely need that.
Okay, so what is all this fun little cute stuff?
Well, with all those electronics that we have to put inside the car, everything's got to be utmost quality. So when they put all those performance parts on the car, we're going to want to protect them. The turbo timer is a little like countdown meter that lets the car idle after you shut the motor off. And what that does is that keeps oil circulating through the turbo and through the motor, and helps prevent coking in the turbo, which is a very powerful killer of turbochargers. Then, of course, you're going to need some kind of electronics to control the turbocharger, the boost levels, how high the boost level goes. And you've got the boost control, the EVC, got a really cool bar graph display, and you've got two different boost settings. You can control the boost high or low. You can turn the knob way up for high boost settings for the racetrack and turn it down for if you're running on lower octane gas. Let's say you're going to give your car to a valet, and a car like this that's modified, you don't want them out there in the parking lot doing donuts and getting crazy.
So how long does this take, this process? Like, how long will it be here at the shop?
Well, we're going to do it in about 5 days. Try to stick to our budget of about $25,000 overall.
My God.
I told you you can spend a lot of money on this stuff, and hopefully in just a couple of days it'll all be buttoned up ready for us to go. 32 amps, the Fast and Furious Nitro system.
Where's the TV go?
That's going to go up here. We'll put it up here so when we...
Yeah.
So we're finally all done, and now is the moment of truth, the big payoff. We're going to let you do the honors.
Me, of course.
So we're going to start this thing up just like we would any other car. Just push your foot down the clutch.
Right.
3, 2, 1, hit it. Rev it, let's listen to it. Higher, go all the way to the rim. There we go. The blow off out.
Yeah.
Now we need to put this thing on a dyno to see how much more horsepower making than before. We got to make sure that everything works right. We put that crazy turbo kit in the car. So we're here at Excess Engineering. They're going to strap it to this four-wheel drive dynamometer. We'll measure the horsepower and we'll tune the thing up. Make sure the boost comes on right at the right time. And hopefully we put down some big power numbers.